Hey guys, it's time to make some money.
That's right, the clock's ticking.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hi.
If you're new here, I'm Cheryl.
I'm Aaron.
So today we are going to do a new clock design, and it will be the first time for us doing it, and we are going to share it with you guys.
That's right.
Clocks are our specialty, so this is going to be a really good episode.
Yep.
And this particular clock is super high profit, very low cost, huge profit.
Yep.
And you know, depending on what size you make, the profit gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
That's right. It's crazy how much they charge for these
Yes,
things.
so let's get started.
Let's do it. Comment of the week. This week's comment of the week is from Tester.
Thank you, Tester.
Thanks, man. Woman, you.
You. Yeah.
Just want to say that you two are the most genuine of all the woodworking YouTubers I've watched. You sell what you make, and it is not just for content like most others. Thank you for the honest videos.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
we
that.
greatly appreciate
Yep.
that. It means so much to us. There are things that we do plan on selling that we have made that we haven't listed yet,
Right.
but we have every intention on doing that.
Yep.
So thank you.
We have been in this business for a long time now,
Yeah.
and we kind of have an idea what works and what doesn't, and
Yes.
what will make you guys money, what will make us money. So
Yeah, if it's not going to make money and it's not a
Yeah.
trending or hot item, we're not going to do it.
Just
so.
a waste of time otherwise.
Yeah.
So
Thank you. All right, so we're going to start the clock out with, we have pre-cut a circle.
If you guys want to see it again, I'll link the video.
Yep.
We've done it about 12 billion times, so,
So,
it's
yeah.
really old news at this
Yeah,
point.
so we cut this out on the table saw. This is MDF. You can use plywood. You can either also glue wood together. You can use whatever you want
Yep.
to make your circle.
We are using MDF and cedar today.
Yes.
Like she said, whatever you want.
Whatever kind of wood works for this. You can use pine, you can use hardwood, anything.
Yep.
So,
So we're gonna measure the middle, and we're gonna go to the table saw, and we're gonna split this in half.
yep.
Okay, we've got an 18-inch circle. We're gonna measure the well, that hole is the midway point, but we're gonna make a couple marks. And draw a line.
There you go.
All right, there is our middle, and we're gonna take it over with our table saw sled and cut it in half. Really, if you're cutting a straight line on the table saw, as long as you're kind of close to the middle, you're going to cut it in half, so it's hard to mess that up.
Yep.
All right, so there's our two halves. We can make two clocks out of this. We're going to go start figuring out the slats on this side. You'll see what we're talking about. Okay, we have taken a cedar picket and split it into 3 equal sections. These are 1.5 inches wide, and I've gone ahead and planed it down so it's the same thickness as our MDF. We need 5 pieces on the right side of the clock, starting with the same length as the clock, 18 inches, and then 16.5, 15, 13.5, and 12. So we're gonna get those cut now.
And if you don't have a planer, you can sand them down to the
Just may take a little elbow grease.
Yep. Cedar is so soft though, so it wouldn't be too bad.
Yep. So we're gonna cut those now. Okay, you can see an exploded view of the side of the clock we're putting together. They are arranged in descending lengths.
3/4 of an inch
Right.
less on each side.
So we're gonna go ahead and scoot them all over where they need to be. trying to keep the 3/4 inch length as we move them. Alright, so we're going to put our glue down and put a couple 3/4 inch staples in each slat and a few on the solid side. Try to center your board, try to keep it away from the edge as much as you can so it's not really visible from the front. Okay, there's our assembled clock.
Turn it over. Very nice. Now this part we have to decide how we're going to paint it and finish it.
That's right.
Let's do that next.
Yep. Okay, we've decided on golden oak on the stain side and white on the solid side. I'm going to start by running a strip of tape along this MDF edge to try to minimize the stain getting on it.
Now you could, of course, you could stain your pieces before you put it together if you wanted.
True.
Which would be easier, probably.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
We didn't do that, no. That was a afterthought.
Right. That happens a lot.
It does.
Okay, so we're just gonna stain the cedar.
And so you don't even need a brush or anything to stain, just dip your rag in it.
Yeah, that's
Just like Aaron does, quick
how
and
I do it
easy.
all the time. I don't ever use a brush.
And you don't have a brush to clean out.
That's right. And rags are super cheap.
Yep. You can even take old t-shirts and cut them up.
Yep. So we'll get all that stained.
Kind of looks like a spaceship.
It does.
Like the Millennium Falcon.
That's right.
Falcon, is that what it's called?
Falcon, yeah.
Falcon.
Get all the good little nooks and crevices here.
We should make a UFO clock.
Yes, we should.
Ooh,
All right.
like that.
We got that all stained. We'll let it dry and then we'll get it sealed and we'll start the other edge. So we're going to add a couple small pieces. These are 5.5 inches long out towards the edge of the clock so the pieces don't curl up away from each other. So it's just the same as before. When you're messing with small individual slats, they tend to bow, I guess. The more the wood dries out, the more it wants to curl up, so we'll take care of that problem.
Let me see. Okay.
Okay, I've gone ahead and sealed everything, the stain and the MDF, just with lacquer sealer. We're gonna give it a quick buzz with the sanding sponge, make it smooth.
And that'll also help the MDF to not be so porous while you're painting it.
Right. Alright, we got it all sanded. Now we're going to tape off the stained part, just like we did with the MDF. Now when I'm painting up next to a stained line, we have a couple things we do like this for our business. Rather than just jumping in with a really runny primer like shellac, I always give it a real light. Shoot. I don't do that. I always give it a quick real light coat with like latex. It's a little thicker to seal that seam right there between the wood and the MDF. That way you don't get any bleeding underneath the tape. Pro tip. Alright, so we'll let that dry and then we'll prime it and we'll paint it again.
Guess what time it is? Viewer submission.
There it is. Here we are.
Here we are. Sorry we didn't have it last week. We did a different kind of video, but here it is this week.
We had to get that one out there.
Yes.
So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you guys this week.
Yes.
Held over from a couple weeks ago. The first one is John Crumrine. I'm sorry if I messed that up. He did the super cool wooden bird bath.
It looks great.
It does.
Great job.
Looks very good.
Yes.
Next is Brent Riles.
Thank you, Brent.
He did the camper birdhouse and adorned it with Alabama paraphernalia. Shame on you, Brent. This is Sooner country. Go roll Tide somewhere else, man.
The camper birdhouse is one of my all-time favorites, and you did a great job. Thank you.
So roll Tide. Next is Mark Fogel.
Hello, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Thank you.
He did 3 of the pallet pumpkins.
Yes.
Very good work.
They look great.
It's about that time of year, so crank them out, man.
Yes.
Next is Jody Grady.
Thank you, Jody.
With a very fantastic 2x4 bench.
Yes.
The one we made.
So good.
Yep, did a great job.
Yes.
Excuse me. And last is Margaret Willie.
Thank you, Margaret.
With a very fancy, another camper birdhouse.
Camper birdhouse. That one's so awesome. Yes.
You guys are very talented.
Thank you so much for sending them in.
Here it is. You know what to do.
And leave in the subject line of the email, viewer submission.
That's right. We love to share your stuff.
And if we've forgotten anybody, email us and let us know.
Say, WTF, y'all, where's my stuff?
Yep.
Thanks,
Thank you, guys.
All right, their first coat is dry. Give it a quick sand. We're going to come back with our alcohol shellac. That'll really seal the MDF. And no fear of bleeding under the tape now. Alright, we'll just let it dry. Okay, then we'll do probably one more white latex on top. Try to make it as smooth as we can. Alright. Okay, there are a million ways you can put the number marks on this. We have some little stud looking furniture tacks here. We have some round shiny ones, which is probably what we'll use. Yep, I can't get the thing open. Okay. We have some like jewel looking ones.
Tack.
Yep. Some silver round ones, or if you want to stencil, you can stencil numbers on, or markings, or
laser engrave.
We were gonna do that, but we're just gonna go this route instead. So everything's dry. We're gonna pull the tape and we'll get everything laid out. Okay, the most satisfying part. Hopefully it worked.
Nice clean line.
Indeed it did. Okay, fancy Nancy. So we're going to use our little stencil, not our stencil, our template.
Template for where to put the hands on, or the numbers on.
So,
you can find those online. Just Google clock template, and you can print them out.
Yep, any size you want.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have her put where she wants the dots, and then we'll install the things.
All right, so I've got a ruler here. This is what I like to use. And I am going to measure, I'm gonna have my dots, my tacks, come in 1.5 inches from the edge. So you'll line your ruler up with the marks on the template, and that's where you know where to put your number. And then you'll look on your ruler and you'll just make a little dot. I should probably use a Sharpie because you're not going to be able to see the marker dot. 1.5 inches. And then we'll go to the next one. And we'll do 1.5 inches. All right, now it's ready to put the tacks on.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and put the hanger on the back before we put all these little tacks in it. These are the hangers we use. They come bent and I flatten them out just because that's how our clocks are put together. So I'm gonna install this real quick. Alright. Okay, on the MDF holes, I'm going to pre-drill for the tacks because there's no way you'd be able to push that through with the tiniest drill bit I could find. Okay. And we'll just take our little doodads here. And smack them in. There's gonna be a little bit left on the, well, not even that much, never mind. Just using a dead blow mallet so I don't mess up the shiny on the black thing. Last one. Yeah, they didn't really poke through too bad on the back, so that's good. All right.
Now we'll put the clock parts in.
Yes, we will. Okay, last thing. We're gonna put our clock parts in. We buy these from clockit.com. These are extra long shafts on these movements so you don't have to make a recess, but we do make a recess, and if you're so inclined, feel free. I need one of those little rubber things. We, since we do not make a recess, we put one of these little black gasket things on the back.
They come with the clock parts.
Yeah, to keep it from slipping around, moving around. We put our washer on and the nut. There we go. We'll just take our little nut driver and tighten her down. Not too tight because that'll bind up the little motor. Okay, we got our movement in and tightened. Now we're gonna put the little hands on. You put the hour hand on first. All right, last thing, we put the little cap on to
hold the hands on.
Hold the hands on. And those are the tiniest threads in the world, so don't get frustrated. All right, there we go. You may need to bend your hands a little bit to straighten them out.
So they don't catch on each other. We've had people message us saying their hands didn't work and they just needed to be pulled apart a little.
Right, so there you go.
All right, guys, so before we show you our closing segment, this is a little side note. The 4 and the 2, I measured 1.5 inches from here, which wasn't right. It made this one and this one in the same spot as this one, and you'll see that in the closing of the video because we noticed that before after we filmed. It didn't look right, and we didn't want to leave it that way. So the 4 and the 2 are 3 1/4 inches in, because you want your nails to be a circle. So 3 1/4 on the 4 and the 2. So
now watch the closing.
Watch the closing and you'll see what I mean. They were right here and right here, and it just didn't look right.
Right.
So, thank you. All right, guys, here is the finished clock. It's very unique, and I think it turned out really cool. So we figured up, we have $10 in this clock, and that's including the tax, the wood, and the movement. Small hands like this are a lot less expensive than you know, the big ones for the big clocks. So you could make these in a variety of sizes. You could even go down to 12 inch. You could go up to 24, 30, 36.
So the 24-inch version of this is $426.
Yep.
It's crazy.
We wouldn't
crazy
sell
talk.
it for that high.
Yep.
So our 18-inch, we've got $10 in cost, and then you figure about 20 to 25 at the most for shipping. That leaves you with $165 to $170 profit. That's huge.
Can't ask for more than that.
No, so that's a fine for me.
Yeah.
But of course, you guys price them however you want, but don't undersell, because Etsy takes a chunk of that.
And people apparently are buying these things.
Yes.
So we are clock experts, so we are sharing this as a good find.
Yeah, and I feel totally comfortable with that, selling that price, don't you? So
think about it, make it, sell it, have at it.
And the possibilities for changing it up are limitless.
Yeah.
Any colors, any stain combinations you want, any kind of numbers. You could engrave numbers on, you can stencil numbers on.
Right.
Any kind of tax. There's all kinds of tax.
You don't even have to have numbers if you don't want.
No. Yeah, a lot of clocks don't even have numbers. Yeah. So that is it for today.
Yay.
If you're new here and you haven't had a chance, please subscribe to our channel. It helps us out so much.
It does.
And like the video and share.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.